Hey folks, welcome back. Just need a few more quick seconds here to finish setting up. But it is Friday night. Hope everybody had a good week. It was absolutely beautiful out today. I'm getting ready to play this video game where I know it's like gorgeous. That's the kind of day we had here today. It was absolutely amazing. So I will go ahead and do a quick sound check. That thing just does not like reflected light. That's better. It's almost like a mirror in the back of my head. I can feel the heat rising off it. Saying my chat disconnected, they're just making sure that was actually working today. None of us want those issues. Testing, testing. Awesome. Alright guys, well hey, welcome one and all to our next installment of Subnautica here. I can't even remember what in the heck we did last time I was... Oh, base building. That's right. Base building. So much fun. And I just realized I am not exactly centered. Maybe I can rectify that. Yeah, it's a little better. Yeah, but we don't get to see my Island Lobster shirt. That's a problem. We're playing an ocean-based video game. We kind of need the lobster shirt. There we go. And don't forget, you know, Happy Star. I need to quit having birthdays. There's not any more space behind me to, like, place things. This is another one, by the way. Let's see if I can find him a sweet spot there. Stay. Good bomb. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and sign in and get into the stream here. Before I do, if you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment, that is always appreciated. Toodles! Alright, I'd definitely like to keep my image out of gameplay on this one because it's such a beautiful game and I feel it really blocks a lot. So, you know, I'll pop back in from time to time, kind of see what's what. But yeah, for the most part, I'm definitely going to be out of the way here in this video series. So, you might have noticed I really haven't been on the past 3 days. Tuesday, I realized I was really far behind in chaptering videos. Guys, when I do lives, I like to chapter them out, because, you know, the lives can go on for a couple hours, and somebody, you know, might just need some real quick help with something real specific. So, you know, if there's a chapter there, they can go to it quickly, find the help they need, and get back to their gameplay, instead of sitting here trying to thumb through a 2-hour-long video, you know, trying to figure out what's going on. So anyway, long story short, I did the base, you know, building, and I just kind of got down a quick, you know, immediate base. This probably isn't a forever base for me, you know. If I really wanted to get geeked out on this thing, I could absolutely go to town on that. I really like the views. So one thing I kind of noticed, and this is a fail, is I could have kind of attached the drop pod to the base. Like, how cool would that have been, having like a clear glass hallway going all the way through over there, and it fits. So, you know, just imagine walking through that tube there and seeing the awesome views side to side, and then it kind of opening up into the actual base build. It's like, if I'm eyeballing that right, we could scoot this over just a little bit here, line it up, you know, and just kind of make that all one base. So I probably won't do that live, you know, it's a lot of work, you know, then I have to move again, and moving takes time. But yeah, I might, you know, at some point get around to rebuilding this base site just to make it more awesome. Okay, but you can see I've got the double moon pools going here, and that's so that when I get my prawn suit, we can go to town on that. Now, speaking of prawn suit, guys, I need to get the game going. So I've been purposefully holding off on activating this radio message. It's been there a while. But again, that was kind of like separate from base building, and I wanted to keep base building stuff in its own stream.
happened? Our pod was almost crushed by the Seamoth Bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system, and this grim-looking snake thing's trying to eat through the hull.
I'll just kind of let that play out there. So the one transmission that I'm really waiting on, and this is where the game storyline really starts advancing where the aliens are concerned, is some, rescue ship coming, and they're going to give us like a 30-minute timer, and it'll be on the middle of the screen. You don't have to worry about, figuring out where that's at, and it'll be right in front of your face the whole time. But basically, it's going to go to that island I've already taken you guys to a couple of streams ago, and where that alien structure was. That's part of the storyline, so, I'll try to keep the spoiler out of that, but that might be kind of tough to do. In fact, I might end a stream when I get over there, just so you guys can see that for yourselves. But anyway, yeah, so I'll just kind of, keep an eye out on radio transmissions here, and the moment that 30-minute timer kicks off, game on. Now, another thing that I really want to do is get over to Lifepod 6, guys. That was the first radio transmission we got, and yeah, I kind of, I'm getting older, my memory's not so great. Apparently, Lifepod 6 does not come with a marker, but the game gives us clues on exactly how we locate Lifepod 6. And let's see here, I do believe that's in data downloads, codes and clues, I think. There it is, Lifepod 6 transmission. So, I looked at this, but I didn't remember doing that before. I didn't remember going through all that trouble. So it's been a while, apparently, since I did go through all that trouble, and I just kind of forgot there's no quest marker for that. So if you look at the readout there, it gives you kind of directions. So we need to find Lifepod 4, which we don't have a marker for. But I guess the makers of the game assumed we would start heading over toward the Aurora pretty quickly. So, we're able to do that. We got the radiation suit. So that's definitely where I'm heading next, is good old Lifepod 4. And then from there, we'll navigate over toward Lifepod 6. I can't promise you guys we're going to find it. Again, it's been a while since I've done this. But it's definitely over in the red grass biome somewhere. So, let's see here.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, I totally forgot. I logged in briefly last night, just kind of getting ready for tonight's stream. I did the thumbnail. I got my inventory cleared out, so, go me thinking ahead. Nice clear inventory there. But yeah, I found something that was noteworthy, and we have not come across one yet in my streams. So I figured, for some of you that might want this scan, I wanted to make sure I didn't lose where it was. And right over here, there's this little debris field, some wreckage. Nothing, too elaborate here. In fact, I think this is literally the only scan there is to get here. But it's the trash can. I've been talking about this. Like, if you got stuff you just want to get rid of and you don't want to dump it in the ocean, dump it in the trash can. So yeah, I'll just take another quick peek around this wreck site, just because I'm here. That's probably something we've already got. Indeed it is. I'll check a couple of the containers here, just so you guys can kind of see what all's what here, in case you need any of this stuff. Not too much else to the site from what I remember. A little bit of scrap never hurt no one. Okay, so yeah, I think that's pretty much all that's here. Alright, so with that, guys, we're going to start trucking over toward... where did my Seamoth go? Toward the good old Aurora. Now, before we do, we need to make sure we're ready to go for this. So go ahead and get your doohickey donned. And guys, we're actually ready for an Aurora raid. Now, I'm waiting on that. I don't want to be in the middle of the Aurora, when my 30-minute timer starts popping off. So I'm kind of trying to wait it out. If it just seems like it's taking forever for that radio transmission to come in, I'll just go ahead and do a quick Aurora raid one day. But, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like, you'll get some more base scans over there, some more, like, decoration type stuff. You'll get posters, believe it or not. It's just a blast going into the Aurora there. And again, we're definitely prepared and equipped for that at this point in our game. And I will go ahead and store that rebreather for now. Actually, no. I'll probably be swapping those out here again real soon.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Captain Tight Pants. Alright guys, so that's it. Self-explanatory. Just go ahead, once you've got your radiation suit, you know, crafted. Again, make sure you don both of those pieces. Wow, I built the radiation suit a couple of videos ago, so if you're interested on that, there is a link to the playlist in the description below. Feel free to peruse, you know. I'll show you how we got built up the way we did. I'm wearing like the best of the best tanks right now, O2 tanks. And guys, you got oxygen for days. You'll be down there forever, especially with that rebreather equipped. So again, I show all the steps for that, all the scan locations, everything you need to get yourself rocking and rolling. And I'm having an absolute ball playing this game, I gotta tell you. Definitely one of my forever games. Okay guys, so Lifepod 4. We're still technically in the shallows here, I mean ish. We kind of go over some mushroom biome here, and this is the one I was having such a hard time finding the other night. I don't know why. I knew it was here. I knew how to find it, but I just wasn't in the right spot to do it. So, you know, I need to pay better attention next time I go mushroom biome looking. I think maybe I was just too far forward on the Aurora. That very well could be. Okay, now guys, speaking of being too far forward on the Aurora, this is Leviathan territory, so if you get out a little bit too far, you'll start hearing that howling or growling. You'll know you're in kind of danger zone there. So I'm just going to stick real close to Lifepod 4 here. And again, it's not marked or anything, so you just got to kind of keep jumping up out of the water when you get to about this place on the Aurora. I'll try to give you a better visual there of exactly where we are relative to that. But you'll see that little flat spot sticking up over the water. It's the only thing in the area that does that, so you'll know you're in the right place. Alright, so once again guys, just go ahead and visit good old Lifepod 4 here. Creature Decoy. Now I'm going to start working on the Cyclops. This is an absolutely critical scan. Like, I cannot foot stamp. I cannot foot stomp. Gee, I did it again. I cannot foot stomp loud enough. Boy, say that 10 times fast. Foot stomp loud enough. Once we get that Cyclops built, that's critical. You've got to have those decoys. Otherwise, those Leviathans get a hold of you, and it's just lights out on the Cyclops. So, yeah, definitely don't leave Lifepod 4 without the decoy scan there. And I don't think there's anything right underneath. I think it's just all really up there in the Lifepod. Yeah, it's just some scrap. And again, guys, this really drops off into the mushroom biome. I don't know how I was having such a hard time finding this before. But there's kind of like two mushroom biome areas that are really big. The one I took you to, you know, is very far away from here. Probably about 1,000 units or meters. And that's kind of off the back end, diagonally, way out that direction somewhere. Like, way the heck out there. So yeah, this is just another, you know, part of the mushroom biome. You might find some different scans here. I can't really remember now, to be honest, what the differences are. In fact, I was having trouble finding like scanner room, and I thought it was mushroom biome, so there might be some scanner room fragments around here. But of course, I wouldn't really know that unless I took the time to go exploring in more detail. I've already got the Cyclops hull. I've already got the Cyclops bridge. I am missing the Cyclops engine. That's the only thing I need left for the Cyclops at this point, now that I've got, you know, them decoys. I don't know if we'll find engine fragments here. Again, it's been a while, and I don't know if, again, if it's all just kind of the same scans, same biome kind of deal. But I did not find not one single scanner room, anything, on that other area of the mushroom biome. So it might not be a mushroom biome scan. Oh, if you have not scanned this yet already, feel free to do so. It's just a little bit of storyline there where the alien structures are concerned. I think I've already got mine, so I'm going to bypass. And yeah, this mushroom biome, it can be extensive. Okay, guys, there it is. There's that radio popping off again, so... Uh-oh. Yep. Almost forgot to plug the laptop in. Okay, I did forget to plug the laptop in. Now, sometimes this confuses my software, so... Okay, so we're good. I just did a quick sound check. Feedback loop looks like it's still intact. Good to go. I dodged a bullet there. So yeah, I don't even know what I was saying now. Radio. I'm going to probably head back to the fort just to see what that transmission's all about. Again, guys, I really want to get to the island and, you know, get the whole next part of our storyline going here. Really big part of the storyline, and I really want to skip that. That's definitely something I'd like y'all to experience, you know, for yourselves for the first time in your own gameplay. Well, I have not seen a single scan in this little patch of mushroom biome. Yeah, maybe I'm just zipping around too fast. Sometimes they take a second to render in. I've caught myself just kind of whizzing by stuff, then I get out and I swim around and it was right there under the sub. It never rendered in for me, you know, while I was driving. Wow, okay, there's lithium node. Looks like I'm at the edge again. And sometimes they're like on the border. Okay, there is something right there. It looks like hull. So yeah, Cyclops hull fragment for sure. Okay, so it looks like the same... Yep, there's the bridge. Okay, so same types of scans. So I doubt I'm going to find engine piece here, so I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Let's go ahead and get back to that radio transmission. We're going to start running out of Lifepod distress beacons here real soon. Wow, that Aurora is a little bit further away than what I remember. 600. Hot dog. Oh, and check this out, guys. This is a big piece of wreckage I usually come across between the Aurora and my Lifepod. I kind of spaced on that coming out here. But yeah, you might want to kind of scan the bottom of the ocean, you know, on your way out here. Most likely you'll come across this wreckage right here. So before we go all the way back to the radio, I might as well get whatever there is to get here. Make sure nothing got dropped off the lower edge. Doesn't look like. Okay, I'm well equipped. Oh yeah, see, there's the oxygen thing, guys. So this is a problem here, because you're close enough to the Aurora, you have to keep the radiation suit donned. But you're deep enough where the oxygen's going to start really going down. So, you know, me personally, I don't even like to explore this wreckage until I got that ultra mega high capacity tank or whatever crafted. Because it just gives you the extra time when you're right down at that 100-meter mark. Okay, if you haven't already gotten these scans, feel free. There's two different types of planners here, which is kind of nice. I don't know why, but cha-cha-cha-chia just flashed through my mind. Okay, I think I've already got that. I do. I think I've already got that too, and if you don't have it, make sure you scan that. That's a lot of fun. You can put those in your builds. Okay, wow, not much going on in the main foria here. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, we're going to be down under 100 meters here. Okay, looks like just another way out. Or in, depending on perspective. I just had something flicker. What was that? Huh. Maybe I was looking at that wrong. Okay, now there's one of those dart throwers down in here somewhere, I think. It's going to tag you if you're sitting in one place for too long. Yeah, I don't see any scans in there. It's like a little death trap. Okay, I haven't really seen anything for scans. Normally there's stuff like... Oh, there we go. What is that? Cyclops? That looks like... No, scanner room. So guys, I was having a heck of a time finding my scanner room scans. Normally I just find them. So here's another hotspot for that. Foot stomp. Just in case you didn't already have yours completed. Okay, I'm going to pop back in there. I saw another door. And it was right to my left here. I want to see if there's some more goodies hidden back in these rooms. Oh, I love that music. Who wants nightmares tonight? Okay, so another planter. These are a lot of fun too. Just has a little greenery to your base or submarine. Or both. And I've already got those benches, it looks like. Nice, nice. Oh, there's a poster, guys. Plenty more in the Aurora. So much fun to put those in your bases. And I don't know if there's anything in there. I don't think I've ever been able to get in there. So if that is a thing, I'd love to see that in comments. But I don't think so. Like, I've brought the propulsion cannon here before thinking I could just, you know, zap stuff out of my way. They didn't budge. But again, if there's something that I'm missing here, I'd love to know about that. Okay, looks like I need my diamond cutter. Hey, Kathy, welcome to the stream. Good to see you tonight. Oh, you're not that late. I've only been on for like 5 minutes, maybe 10. Oh, wow, 22. I mean, some of that was set up. But yeah, time flies when you're having fun, I guess. Alright, so let's see what we got behind door number, whatever this is. Okay, it looks like propulsion cannon, speaking of the devil. Ah, PDA. What do we got? Ah, apparently I've already gotten whatever that was, so there's no way to tell now. I kind of wish it would still tell you. And then give you the titanium. Or maybe it didn't. Maybe I just missed it. Okay, guys. Now, there's some to-dos in here. And I remember I was down there a while. So I'm going to go ahead and recharge that O2 before I deep dive any further. And probably save that game. It never hurts, you know, to keep that save going. Hey, Countess. Good to see you tonight. Welcome back. No, Kathy, you really didn't. I got out to Lifepod 4, and I finally found the mushroom biome that I kept, you know, missing when I went out mushroom biome hunting the first time. It's pretty much right under Lifepod 4, but okay, let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Ceilings? Nope, I think we're good. There's that horrific music again. Okay, I'm pretty sure I've already investigated like all the way down there. There was really nothing, there were no little hidey holes or anything down there. So really the only thing we came down here for is this. And again, try to stay up above that 100 meter mark until you've got to dip down, you know, just try to be quick about that because that O2 really starts moving under 100. I'm really not seeing anything. There's a PDA right by that sparkly. Now be careful, that electricity, it will knock the health out of you. And it smarts. So just be aware, you kind of have to squeeze in there. Get around that best you can. Okay, I'm not sure what that was. If it's telling me it's too fast and too small, I can't read it. And let's see what's going on over here. It looks like nothing, maybe a way out. No, you're not going to fit through there. Yeah, well, not much down here. Whatever was in that PDA, it was probably a blueprint. So it's probably, you know, something valuable, but nothing for me here. So with that, we are out of here. Whoop. Almost zapped myself. Alright. Kind of funny. They have bubbles here, but those don't replenish O2. I've always wondered that. Why not? Everything else with bubbles does. Okay, so that was just another gaping hole to get out. And since I've got the room in my inventory, I do kind of want to go back with more titanium, because I know, guys, I'm going to be going through it. And same thing for you guys. I recommend, you know, if you just make a quick milk run and you've got room in your inventory, go back to base full with something. Make it titanium, make it copper, make it, you know, anything you can get your hands on that you know you're going to go through. Because, yeah, there's going to be some requirements coming up, especially when I start building the sub. Especially when I start building the sub. Okay, I do need to take a quick detour and get that radio transmission, and then I'm going to head back to Lifepod 4, and then we're going to try to track down Lifepod 6 from that location. It's probably a good habit anyway to be scanning the bottom just as you're traveling. I have a bad habit of just kind of beelining it straight to where I'm going. You tend to miss a lot that way. You might come across a debris field, you know, some wreckage, some random resources that you've been needing. You just never know. Okay, so there's my moon pool. Hey, where's my welcome aboard captain greeting? Nah, cool. Now I really want to tear the base down. What did I come here for? Radio, but first I need to craft these mats down. Clear inventory. Bear with me just for a moment here while I do that. Yeah, ingots. I know we're going to be going through ingots. Might as well just go ahead and get them pre-crafted. It saves space, you know, in lockers or whatever anyway. But yeah, those things are going to start disappearing. So this is kind of like my pre-craft file cabinet. Everything, you know, I've already got, like, again, enameled glass. I know that's part of it. Might as well get it crafted. We'll probably need more lube than that, but yeah, we'll come back to that. Decorations. Guess that can go over here. Extra med kits too. I've been scooping those up as they get crafted. What is that? Copper? Yippers. Okay, so that's pretty much bare bones minimum now. Awesome. Go hit that radio and we'll be back off. You can actually build a radio in your base. Like, you don't have to keep going back to the Lifepod. I just haven't done it yet. Shame on me, actually. I think I meant to do that last night and I started getting tired. There we go. Oh, that's it? Yeah, I can go ahead and put that down. Same thing with that as a matter of fact, but the radio would be more user-friendly right now. Copper titanium.
This is Lifepod 4.
A little late. Okay, so apparently Lifepod 4 will eventually get its own quest marker, so that's good to know.
Close to the crash site, so bring radiation protection. 4 out.
That's so funny. Okay, so go right into your markers tab here. And I'm going to bump down to Lifepod 4. Where are you at? Where are you at? Oh wait, does this one not give you the thing either? Yeah, I don't see Lifepod 4. Oh, okay. I guess you don't get one for Lifepod 4 after all. That's 12. Yeah, wow. Boy, I really remember that wrong. Like, really remember that wrong. Alright, let's go ahead and get back out. But before I do, I really want to put that radio down, so might as well while I'm here. The radio. I'm trying to think ahead a little bit too on where I put other stuff. I'll kind of put this out of the way a little, I guess. Oh wow, look at that. We already got one. Okay, I think we already hit that one.
I said Kassar. Why do I have to record this anyway?
Send immediate burial detail.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Alright, sweet deal. Hey, Sunny, welcome! Good to see you tonight. That's a shame it makes me put that so low. I really don't like it in the corner there. I guess it'll have to do. Look at that, it's already giving me another radio transmission. It's like every time I build it, it pops off again.
This is Lifepod 2, coordinates attached. We're way past our safe depth and bleeding O2. We'll have to swim for the surface, but it's 500 meters straight up. We'll make for the rendezvous and keep you posted. Out.
Oh, this is kind of cool trick. I don't know if I've ever caught onto that before. One way to test the theory. Yep, there it's already flashing. I'll be darned. Haha.
Aurora, this is Sunbeam again.
Okay, this is the one I've been looking for.
Massive debris field at your
Again, this is storyline stuff
know
here.
how bad, how many of you? I didn't know. We're now en route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out. What else can I say? The only time I parked a rig this big on a rock that small was in VR. And I blew it. It's a bad option, all right, but so are all the others.
Okay, I'm not quite sure now the order of incoming radio messages to come, but that thing that I was talking about that's going to be like, give you that 30-minute timer, that's not far off from this point. So I should have enough time to get back to Lifepod 4. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And wow, I really can't believe we don't have... Okay, I can shut that off now. We've already seen that. I think we've already been across that one. That's why it's not highlit. I don't think I've seen 2 or 13. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think that was 15 I was thinking of. Yeah, I'm not seeing 4. So yeah, it looks like 4 is just line of sight to the Aurora. Which is okay. We know how to get there now. Ooh, that's pretty. Couldn't help myself. Alright, so yeah, remember, just scan the bottom of the seafloor. You're going to come across some wreckage on your way out there, in several places, by the way. I don't know if this is a field I've already kind of been through. I'll dip down here and take a quick peek. Another reason I really want to go to the island, guys, is so I can get those Cyclops engine scans. I need 2 more. And they're around. But yeah, I really want to get that Cyclops crafted. Then we'll have a mobile base going, and it's so much fun. Okay, so it looks like I haven't been in this area yet. Awesome. So we got some sea moth bioreactor going on. Probably some other stuff. Oh, and if you want to breed these, you can scoop those up. Yeah, they're a lot of fun to put in your fish tanks. Okay, what is that? Ah. Yeah, that's fun to have. We don't have a nuclear reactor yet, but that kind of goes with it. Ouch. So not a bad debris field here. Yeah, quite a lot on the seafloor between your Lifepod and the Aurora. So every time you go back and forth, again, just make it a habit to kind of point your nose down. See what there might be to see down here. Bro! That thing has got it out for me. Yeah, I'm not seeing much else that I can scan. Okay, I'll go ahead and press. I always like to take another look around, because it seems like every time I swim around, I think I got it all. I go back the way I came, and then there's something I miss. So, it's just habit now. It's ingrained. Alright, so let's pop back up and continue our little journey here. I gotta reorientate myself. I have no idea where I'm going now. Okay, that was not the right guess. Maybe it was that way. Yep. And I'll just... Uh-oh. Doggone it. Okay, and we're going kind of toward the front end. See, I'll just... make sure I'm not missing anything. I already found like a real big hunk of wreckage on the way back. That was more in line with the actual Lifepod, not necessarily the middle of the Aurora. Okay, and it's going to start getting real shallow again. That's where the Aurora is able to stay up above the water level, because it gets very shallow here. So once you're at this point, just go ahead and look left, and you'll start seeing it. Just jump up out of the water, and you'll see that little flat spot there. So now I've already been in here. You know, I popped in there, and I got the PDA. I think it was the Decoy tube for the Cyclops, so definitely a scan you're going to want. Now let's once again look at our little clue here. Lifepod 4, which we just found. There's Lifepod 6. So this basically gives us directions. It's going to say... origin approximately 400 meters west northwest, Lifepod 4. So here we are. Go to Lifepod 4. And we need to hit west. West northwest. So that would be about our bearing. Now, if you have the compass, that makes this real easy. If you don't have the compass, this gets real tricky. And I always put a save down here just to make sure, I'm not going to get lost or anything. Or if I do get lost or something bad happens, Leviathans, etc., I can kind of start back over from this point. Let me read that one more time, make sure I got that right. West, northwest. Yippers. Let's do this. And it says approximately 400 meters. Now, one thing I forgot to do, my bad. I'm going to back up and go back toward that Lifepod. I like to put a beacon out here. Since, you know, we don't have a game beacon to go by. Not just making sure. So this is the first time I will have actually placed a beacon in this playthrough, which is crazy for me. You can either assign it, you know, down here and do it that way, or you can just simply drop it from your inventory. Either way, it does the same job. And you can actually go to it, and there's a little prompt window where it kind of lets you type in what you want. Edit beacon name right there. Now I don't need to worry about that because I've only got the one out, but if you've got several out, you're going to want to do that. Yeah, there it is, beacon 1. So I'm going to change the color of that to red, just kind of give me a real good... That's awful tough to see. Maybe red's a bad idea. Maybe orange? Still not great. I guess I'll go with my go-to yellow. Maybe that's why I use the yellow, because it's like the only one I can ever see. Alright, now I will go west, northwest. Let's see, we've got 1, 2 markers. It's that marker right in the middle. So it's the opposite of west, northwest. Wouldn't that be like east, southeast? Yeah. So I'm going to swim backwards just so I can see the distance. I say swim, drive, whatever. I'm just going straight back here until I hit 400 meters. And it says approximate, so I'm assuming it's going to be close. You know, we might not come in right on top of the thing, but we should be close. So this is kind of on the way back to the Lifepod. I'm surprised I haven't come across this by accident yet. Feels like we're going slower backwards. Okay, so right about here. So red grass biome. So yeah, that was another clue. Oh, look at that. We are right on top of the freaking thing. So that's how you do it, guys. And I'll just show you kind of a reference point there. We're pretty much right next to the meat and hunk of that midsection there. Southeast, so what would that be? Northwest, I guess, if you were to turn around from the Aurora. Alright, let's get her done. Lifepod 6, our very first radio transmission. How I have not come across this by accident is beyond me. Yeah, it looks like we got some wreckage in the area. They didn't bring us here for no... Oh, a big hunk of wreckage there. That might be the one I've already investigated. I didn't realize I was this close to the Lifepod.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Okay, it looks like there's just a random piece of lead sitting there. I'll take it. Got some flares. If you use them, go for it. Wow, that's really all that's in here? Not even a blueprint? Okay, I'm definitely going to have a look around. There's got to be more in this area than that. Or maybe the point it was to bring you here for the wreckages. That could very well be. Yeah, sometimes there's like stuff strewn about And the good thing is the PDAs glow, so you should be able to see that from a little bit of a distance. If there is one here. Looks like a laser cutter fragment there if you're interested. Yeah, wow, not much going on here in the way of Lifepod stuff, but it does bring you right into the mushroom biome once again. It's just another entry point. Okay, good. I'll go check on that wreckage. Yeah, this is the same one, I think. Yeah, there's that little death trap. Yeah, that's it. I'll just validate that and... Yep, there's the big gaping hole I was in and out. Okay, so I've definitely already been here. How did I not see that life pod? It was right there. Then yeah, definitely some more wreckage on this side of things. I knew there were more wreckages in the red biome. Okay, looks like more scanner rooms, so just more options there for that. Let me make sure. Yep, scanner room. What is that? Trash can, we already got that. I don't know if we're okay to change masks here. Let's find out. Whoops. Yeah. No. That answered that question pretty quick. Those sounds are a little creepy. I know they're docile, so like I'm ignoring it, but it still just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies a little bit. Oh yeah, definitely want that scan. That thing is purty. That is my go-to for like indoor tables. Ouch. Dart thrower. Alright guys, I feel pretty confident that's what we've got in the area here. There is a cave system here. Make note of that. I know there's some goodies in these red biome caves. Definitely, you know, resource rich. More advanced resources too. You're going to get lithium, you know, other things down here. But, yeah, I'm getting a little low on O2, so I don't want to go down in there too far. Just keep it in the back of your mind. That's definitely resource rich.
30 seconds.
Alright, so that's it. Lifepod 4, Lifepod 6. We're squared away. I want to head back to the Bat Cave. Actually, stand by. Go get our beacon back first. And I am going to kind of, again, continue scanning the floor. I'm going to kind of head back through the mushroom biome if I can, if it's on the way. Just to see if any new scans kind of pop into view. And again, go slow. You need to give the game time to let things render in, especially in the way of scan stuff. Sometimes it takes a second. You'll see these little flickers from time to time. And that's the game kind of populating things in the area. I know what you mean, Countess. Like, it's a love-hate relationship. Like, you're scared, but you have to go anyway. Okay, so now that's a creature egg for these really beautiful looking jellyfish, and guys, they glow, and we all know how I feel about things that glow in video games. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to start, you know, getting an alien containment going, aka large aquarium. And those are definitely going to be a part of that. Now, I want to breed them, you know, get more and more, so I'm going to need 2 eggs to do that, so that 2 creatures hatch. If I can find one more quick egg, I'm definitely going to grab it. Ah, brain coral. Perfect timing. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, these eggs are definitely not tough to see. They contrast real nicely with the background. Uh-oh. How'd that happen? Oh yeah, they're not small. Doggone it. Well, sacrifices must be made. Okay. Looks like I got some more wreckage out there. And I just realized my compass ain't working. What happened? Oh, I popped it out? Shame on me. Okay, it's northeast of my current location. Where's my little mini sub? Northeast, northeast, northeast. Don't forget northeast. Okay, so yeah, guys, as far as scans go, it's probably, you know, more of the same. Cyclops stuff, light sticks, probably moon pole. That's pretty much the gist of what I found in the other part of the mushroom biome. So it looks like, you know, the scans are biome specific. I couldn't remember that, and I was hesitant to say that before. But now I feel a little bit more confident in saying that. Okay, what did I say? Northeast? Go ahead and drop a save here for sure. No, Countess, that's an awesome idea, though. I have never had that thought. Those little floaters. Yeah, you're right. That's another option we can try. You know, maybe the propulsion cannon didn't work for me just because I was aiming wrong or something. Again, if that's a thing, I'm not aware of it. But yeah, those floaters, that's a real good thought. Well, one way to find out. Next time I come across some floaters, I'll scoop up a few. I'll put them in the old trunk here, and then we'll give it a whirl. Thanks for sharing your thoughts on that. It's amazing. We all see the game differently. Different perspectives. We all have different thoughts, and I love how we can come together and just kind of share in the knowledge. I've always enjoyed that, you know, having you guys here on me, on my streams here. Okay, that's a different biome. Very different biome. I'm going to stay out of that and just kind of go to that wreckage. Uh-oh, I got turned around. There it is. So now it looks like that wreckage is actually technically in this biome. And guys, this is a tougher biome. It's deeper. Not only that, but the sharks like to come hit your sub and you, by the way. So no matter where you park your sub, you're going to be under attack. Those scaly looking sharks there, see, he's coming right after me. And then not only that, those electrified eels or whatever they are, electric eel looking things, those are definitely going to have it out for your sub. So no matter where you park the sub, it's just going to be a problem. There's really no good workaround for that, but I do know you got to keep an eye on your health. Your, whatever this thing's called, the sea moth health. Okay, so there. Oh! He found me anyway. Sometimes they lose interest in time, sometimes they don't. But as long as you're keeping an eye on the thing, you should be okay. I still remember dropping that hard save, guys, because you just never know. You know, something could go really, really wrong out here. And it's nice to have that save file there as a backup. Uh-oh. Yep, they're really going to town on that doggone thing. Go away. Just go away. Let's see how much damage he did. Not terrible amount, but now I'm not orientated the way I need to be here. Bro. Okay, maybe we can kind of coax him away from the wreckage a little. And then zippy back over there. Oh, he's going back. I'll try to get out and away from any and all sea life. And try that again. Okay, I think we're okay for a hot second. Let's try this again. Alright. I don't see anything loose down here. I'm going to pop on in the build. Okay, looks like we got some scans immediately. That floodlight is nice to have. Especially if you're in a darker biome. Okay, it looks like we got a... Oh, yeah, I remember this wreck. I remember getting lost in this wreck. And I remember dying in this wreck. Okay, there's a door down there. It looks like I already got all these scans. Okay, so it looks like I got 2 ways to go. I'm going to try the ventilation shaft first. Why? Because it's closer to the exit. And I think that might be a water filtration machine, possibly. Okay, none of those are sticking out, sadly. Oh wow, we got a multi... Okay, that's just a dead end.
Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
That's right. So you need to come in here with a full tank, because it starts ticking away faster. And I guess I underestimated that in my prior excursions into this thing. Not only that, it's very disorientating, so you can get lost in there very, very quickly. Have I already explored the Sape of Aurora? Not yet. That's coming. I'm getting real close to doing that. That'll probably be within the next stream or two. Possibly tomorrow night. We'll have to see how it goes with the island first. But welcome to the stream, by the way. Oh, Sunny. So yeah, in the last stream I did that. I upgraded the tank. Right now we are wearing the Ultra Mega Capacity whatever. So that, you know, attached with the rebreather, really... Oh, I'm still in the radiation area, sadly. But yeah, that with the rebreather, you'll have oxygen for days. Unfortunately, I can't wear the rebreather right now. But yeah, that tank, the one I'm wearing, it's definitely beefy. Alright guys, I'm going to try to be as quick as I can. He has a tendency to get hung up on things. So always give yourself a few extra seconds, you know, to get back for that reason. In fact, I already like to be heading back well before the 30-second warning. Again, because just in case you get turned around or stuck, you know, getting hung up, whatever. Okay, here we go. Moon Polar's prawn suit or something here. Stasis rifle. I think I've already got those scans. Check for modules, no joy. That's definitely blocked. Yeah, there's no getting through that. Okay, it looks like we got another entrance slash exit down here. I don't know if we can actually get out. No. What do we got there? Water. Okay, now I've already got that bed scan. I think that's a grow bed. I already got the chair. Yeah, I've got most of this, if not all of it. Take one more quick peek around again, because I have a tendency to miss things. What's up here? Nothing. Alright, back to the Batcave.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Let's go ahead and top off one more time. I don't think I did anything while I was down there, but just in the off chance I scooped something up. Uh-oh. 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 Leave it alone, dog. Man, these things came out of nowhere. And they do a lot of health damage, too, so you might want to keep an eye on your health. Okay, I've already been in here, but I did not go down the door yet. No prawn suit yet either. I'm working on that. That's a big part of why I want to go to the Aurora. Get the prawn suit. Start investigating some of these wreckages in these new biomes, you know, to get the claw or the arms that I want. Especially the drill arm. That's like priority. So we can start, you know, farming easier. We don't have to nickel and dime it. We can get the good nodes. Okay, wow, nothing in here. Like, nothing in here. Kind of wondering if that's a compartment. I don't think we can fit in there, though. There's nothing in here? Kind of feels like I'm missing something. Yeah, I guess not. Okay, well, we're out. Okay, what was I doing? I was actually on my way back to get that beacon. Then I was like, oh yeah, let's see what's like under me as I'm traveling, and then I got shiny rocked. That was a good shiny rock, though. Okay, I hear a Leviathan roar. So yeah, just keep swimming. I don't see him, but I hear him, so I know he's out there. That's right, I kind of wanted to take a quick peek around the mushroom biome just to see if anything new popped in, but honestly, I feel pretty confident it's not going to. So, I'll go get my beacon back. Uh-oh. Actually, well, I got a quick second. What else can I squeeze in the trunk? Okay, so that's really all I wanted to do on this little outing. You know, hit Lifepod 4, hit Lifepod 6, kind of get the game advanced a little bit more. Breaking into the Aurora is a lot of fun, so yeah, that's definitely something I'm itching to do here real soon. I might even do that tomorrow night. Make that our Saturday night stream. But again, it depends on how this island thing goes. I really want to get there tonight before we do anything. Get that 30-second timer ticking down. Hopefully we'll have our radio transmission waiting. Kind of funny, these reef backs or whatever they're called actually have like stuff on them. Farmables, etc. It's funny. Lots of red kelp biome over here. And I think the main reason I stay out of this area earlier game is because of the radiation. We don't have our radiation spec right away. That takes time to get. Not sure if I've been over here. It doesn't look familiar. In fact, no, I have not. Because I would have seen that explodey fish. Come on, Poppy. Oh, there's another one? Okay, I've already got that. That's the coffee machine. Yeah, well, not much else going on here. I should probably eat a medkit while I'm at it. Always check the open lockers. Sometimes there's something loose sitting in those. There's my other cave sulfur. We're going to be needing those too, so I'm just kind of preemptively gathering what I can. And I'm not sure what that is. Nothing. Alright. Wait a minute. Thought I saw something flicker there. Man, I really hate the fact that they put the storage there.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, looks like red biome, green biome border there. I'm in real good shape to craft some ingots up now. So I might actually start building the large rooms for my base. And that's where a lot of these ingots are going to go. I think it takes 2 plasteel ingots, which is essentially 2, you know... ingots each. So yeah, it's definitely a big drain on your titanium. Yeah, Dottie, I'd definitely love to make that prawn suit. I don't quite have all the scans yet, so, that's coming. Probably tomorrow night, you know, when we go raid that Aurora, for sure. Okay, there's some more storyline stuff there. Ingot Central. That just cleared like half my inventory out, I bet. Okay, wow, this thing is actually going to fill up with ingots if I'm not careful. Whoops. Get back on our... Ah, nuts! I do that more than you would think. I am constantly falling in the water in this moon pool. It is not me-proofed. Copper, copper. Uh-oh. Maybe I can get away with storing one more medkit. Yeah, no worries. Happy to. I'm actually really looking forward to that part of the game. Like, going into that Aurora, there's just so much to it. You know, there's storyline stuff in there. You gotta fix the whole radiation problem, you know, with your repair tool. You get to go explore the thing. There's posters. There's decorations. It's just so much fun going in there. I really can't wait. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, download inventory stuff. Definitely want to go to the island with a full inventory if we can. Okay, go ahead and get them eggs in there. Wow, that's getting real full. Okay, yeah. Oh, so is that. I didn't realize I had picked up all this leading in. Now I'm going to forget where all this stuff is, and I'm going to be completely lost trying to find it. It's always fun. Alright guys, I'm going to go back to doing my little trick here. I really want to get to the island tonight. So if I have to cheat a little, I'm going to do that.
This is Lifepod 7.
Okay, another Lifepod.
Pod is structurally sound, but the fabricator's bust. Requesting assistance. 7 out.
I wonder if I like...
It's corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to date to bank.
Because that might be another one where we didn't get a quest marker. Wow. See, I don't remember this at all. I remember them all having quest markers. I cannot believe... And see, I have no idea what in the heck they mean by stern section, because I'm not a nautical genius. Maybe that's the side that's facing us, because the other side it's just a deep drop-off. There's no map over there. So southwest of the Aurora, basically. Huh. Okay, I'm going to have to keep that in the back of my head. We might actually go chase that down here. Yeah, I wonder if I were to deconstruct the radio while it's talking, if you still get the data. Ah, I didn't get a light that time. Boo! Maybe it needs a minute. Whoops. Wrong buttons. Nope. No red light. Okay. Well, while that's tinking, we can go ahead and get some more exploration done. That'll be fun. I am definitely back down to bare minimum. I like to have 2 medkits on my person at all times. I feel like any less than that, you're just not going to be okay somehow. Let's see, guys. It's about an hour 13 in. So yeah, we should have enough time. I guess I'm not going to make the island tonight. So let's see, the Aurora. Doggone it. Now I wish I had left the beacon over there. Uh-oh, that's right. Ah, man, there goes the radio. Okay, stand by. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Which I'm actually glad it did. Might as well hold on to that just in case I'm getting close to that thing again. Alright, what do we got?
This is Sunbeam. You know Aurora. We're from a little transgov on the far side of Andromeda.
Come on, baby.
Same there. There's no bad without the good, no good without the bad. Sounds like you tasted a bunch of the former. But that only means you're overdue a whole lot of the latter.
Come on, baby.
Might just be ready. We're scanning for somewhere to park. We'll be in touch when we find it. Sunbeam out.
Okay, they didn't give me my 30-minute time here. So there's one more transmission coming in from the Aurora. I'm going to try this little trick one more time. Nope, it's not lit. Okay. So back to The Aurora. You know, that Lifepod is awful close. No, not really. Didn't I put that on? No, I did not. So I don't know if anybody's watching that knows the answer to this. Can I put another storage module in the Seamoth here and have 2 trunks? Or a bigger trunk? I don't know if they stack. There's no way to tell from that menu. I don't think they do. I think I tried that once upon a time. Okay, guys, help me out here. If anybody's watching that knows what their nautical terms are, I could definitely use a hand with this. What does stern section mean? Is that like the front, the back, the side? I think the sides are starboard and something else. Heck, I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what? I'm going to try Googling this. Let's see what Google says. What did that say again? Yeah, stern section. What is the stern? Answer: the stern of a ship is the rear or after part. Why didn't they just say the rear? Yeah, thanks, Countess. They could have just said the rear. Okay. So anyway, I will go ahead and stick my doohickey on the back end here. Oh yeah, and there's all sorts of loose stuff here too, by the way. So if you're over here anyway, just again, you know, keep your nose down. Take a look-see around. There's all sorts of loose goodies. A lot of crates, you know, sometimes food and water. There's one right there. Not a bad little area for quick loot, especially earlier game loot. And be aware, you are definitely in the shallows here. Can't tell you how many times I was, you know, jumping around, and when I landed, I hit solid land. It's never a good day. Oh, be aware, Leviathan territory is just off this drop-off. Ooh, look at that Cyclops engine part, guys. Super freaking important. I am definitely going to dip out and get that. Now I only need 1 more of those. So I'm just going to show you exactly where I am because that's such an important piece of the puzzle here. And of course it's nighttime, but there's the great big giant engines of the Aurora. So yeah, definitely you're going to want to step out and collect that. There might even be another engine fragment around here somewhere for all I know. I already hear that Leviathan roaring. Okay, there's another one. Booyah, baby! We can build our Cyclops! I don't want to go to the island anymore. Now I want to build my Cyclops. Oh, my toes are wiggling. You guys have no idea. Okay, but again, I hear that Leviathan. So again, this is nothing but a big drop-off and scary monsters. So proceed on past that point at your own risk. Ooh, medkit. I'll take that. Take that, action. So anyway, just to show you again, it's dark, but the 4 big engines are right back here on the Aurora. So pretty much literally right behind the ship is where that giant drop-off is, and that's where that Leviathan is swimming around at. And pretty much the entire far side of the ship too, by the way. All of that is Leviathan territory. Everything pretty much around that whole ship. And there's really not much map over there anyway. I tried going out there just to see what was out there. And I ended up dying. He wrecked my Seamoth. I got killed because I was way the heck out there. I had no business being out there. Alright, so anyway, I'm all excited now. I still want to go ahead and drop this thingamahoozy. And make sure that is color-coded appropriately. Yippers. The sound of death is calling us. Time to go! Alright guys, so anyway, I want to head back to the ship. I don't have the radio signal going off, so it's probably going to be a complete waste of a trip, actually. Scratch that. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the stern, now that I'm edumacated on what the heck the stern means. Let's go back to our clues. Approximately 1 kilometer southwest. So we're going to go ahead and get orientated here. Southwest, right on the dot. Just like that. Wait a minute, what was that? That might be some Cyclops. I'm going to go down there and investigate that just to show you guys what's what. Okay, never mind, it's just salvage. Wow, the way it was orientated, it had me wondering there. Oh god, that thing came over here. It's not supposed to. Okay, that was a first for me. I've never seen that Leviathan try to come into the shallows before. That's it! That scared the bejeepers out of me. Oh my goodness, like I am literally shaking right now. You guys have no idea. I almost dropped my controller. It wasn't expected. Like, shake it off. Alright, you know what? I did not realize that was even possible. I did not even know that was a thing. All the times I've played this game, that's a first. Okay, anyway. Okay, I'm shaking that off. Shaking it off. Shaking it off. We're alive. We're good. We're saved. And we're heading southwest. Okay, and again, I'm going to kind of somewhat, sort of keep nose pointed down. I cannot believe I still hear the whir of that thing. But unless an update changed, like, the mechanics on that, they're not supposed to intrude into other biomes. So, like, either that was just a boo-boo, or it was just too close to the border there, and the game considered that, you know, Leviathan territory. I don't know. But wow, my heart is literally still pounding from that little encounter. Yeah, jump scare. No freaking doubt. Yeah, Sonny, you didn't miss anything important. You actually came back just in time to see me almost get my butt handed to me. Like, that Leviathan would have chopped off my butt and said, "Here you go!" He would have handed it to me. I'm not sure what biome I'm getting into here. Actually, I'm going to spin around real quick and drive backwards. Ouch. Because I have no idea. Ouch! Bro! Easy! I'm a friend. Humans are friends, not food.
Passing 100 meters.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Wait, that thing took a beating. I was getting double-fisted on that one. Ridiculous. Ouch! The heck? I'm gonna surface, man. This isn't fun anymore. Okay, I'm right about 1,000 here, and I'm gonna do the exact same strategy before. I'm gonna hit that mark. I'm gonna point straight down. It's kind of hard to tell straight down, but normally when the sea moth starts like trying to autocorrect and spin around, that's a pretty good indication you're there. Oh wow, and this thing is deep. Okay, it said it was kind of devoid of life. So it's probably in this general area. Not sure how deep it said it was. $200 meter. Okay, so I'm already probably way past where they're at. So it's most likely over here somewhere on one of these shelves or whatever. That's a little too high up. And again, this can be another one of those things you might need to give it a second to render, and you know, so try to tread slowly and make it a habit to just kind of spin around from time to time in case it rendered in when you already passed its little spot. Okay, so this should be about the right area. Okay, I doubt it would be down this deep. And this biome would not be devoid of life, so yeah, probably not. Oh, what do we got? Oh, big wreckage. Okay, this is an important wreckage. Speaking of the prawn suit. Dottie, I'm not sure what the name is there. I think probably Dottie. This is an important area for prawn suit scans. I think, as a matter of fact, my drill arm is here. So that tells me this Lifepod is probably close by, because normally stuff like this, you know, is lumped. Actually, where's my marker? I'm not really 1,000 out anymore. Well, I wish I had one more beacon. But since I'm here, I'm going to show you guys a real good orientation to where I'm at. About 885 from where I placed that. So right off, I'm almost like right down the side edge of the ship, right behind that, 885 away. So that's where that be, that wreckage. And then just straight down. I remember there being like a lot in this area too. Resource rich. I still can't believe I haven't seen that Lifepod. Okay, there's some prawn arm right there. Let's go ahead and get the scan. Drill arm, yep, I had that right in my head. Look at me go, guys! My memory was right. What? What is happening right now? It's not gonna last. Scanner room! Now they're just taunting me.
200 meters. Oxygen efficiency.
Oh, speaking of oxygen. Let's go ahead and fix that. Wanted to make sure I read that right. Approximately 1,000 meters southwest of the Aurora. Yeah, I had it right. Okay. We'll go back through and look for that one more time before we call this good tonight. But wow, I never did get that Sunbeam transmission. Okay, there it is, guys. Drill arm for that prawn suit. That is absolutely critical. So now I really want to get that prawn suit crafted. So yeah, I mentioned there was a lot to this wreckage. There's some, you know, up here. There's some down below. There's some strewn about. So you're definitely going to want to spend some time in this area making sure you get all these scans. There's a lot here. Not only that, again, it's resource rich. And you're pretty safe from predator problem here. Predator trouble. Thankfully. That's a cool scan to get too, by the way, if you want to fill up your indoor aquariums. I normally go for the seaweed and some other tall stuff. I like those better. Okay, that's another drill arm. Got it. I just like to scan it. It's kind of like trail of breadcrumbs. If I see a bunch of stuff sitting there, I'm like, did I already look at that? And then I just don't know where I've already been. So, okay, I got that. So I just recommend, you know, even if you've already got the scans, just go ahead and hit it again. Clear the area. Oops. Clear the area, so to speak. Scanner rooms! And I should have come here first. Oh, look at that. Another little hidden scanner room fragment. 2 of them. I could have got the scanner room 50 times over here. Come on. You know what? I'll leave that one there. My way of smiting it. Okay, give me a second, guys. I'll catch up on chat here. I was really laser focused on that spot there.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh yeah, thanks, Sonny, for letting me know about that sea moth health. I think I read that actually earlier. I glanced at that. But I couldn't split my brains. Okay, there's another arm. Looks like drill, maybe? Can't tell. Yep. So I don't know the official name. I call it the blue balls biome because, well, there's big blue balls. But I don't know if this is like a border biome right now. I'm not quite sure exactly where I am. And maybe I'm not actually technically in the blue balls biome. Maybe that's out here a ways. Because I remember that being a deeper biome, actually. Yeah, that's the blue balls biome down there. Okay, so I'm probably like right on the border of that and something else. These things are officially called floaters or something. Oh, you don't get seeds for those, that's right. Here, look at it. Nice little cave. Wow, they really wanted to make sure you got your drill arm here. Scans for days. Okay, I think I got it. Oh, there's a PDA. Look at that. Another freaking scanner room fragment. And what do we got here? Drill arm. Drill arm. And those are kind of hidden anyway, so I'll just leave those be. Not only that, I'll know by this box that I've been over here. Depth module. Okay, that's another important scan. Absolutely critical. Another drill arm. God, I haven't even gotten in the thing yet, and I'm already like scan heavy. This is nuts. Alright guys, I just looked outside my window there. It's getting awful dark out, which means the Sabbath is upon us. Which means I'm going to be wrapping things up here real soon. Not only that, we're pushing the hour-and-a-half, 2-hour mark anyway here at some point. I really thought I'd make the island tonight. That just didn't work out. And that's okay. That'll always be there waiting for us when we come back on. I really didn't expect to come across a wreck like this, but this is such an important site. I definitely wanted to take a moment. And really run through here. Okay, so I mentioned this was a safe area, so it's okay to get your sub down here, you know, close to an entrance. And I will do just that, as a matter of fact. Okay, where's the way into this sucker? Okay, this one's real disorientating because it faces down. Yeah, I definitely remember this wreck. I've probably died in here once or twice too. I probably should have saved the game, as a matter of fact, so I don't have to get all those scans all over again. Where's my sea moth? Maybe I don't like it parked there exactly. Oh, you were looking for like where I'm at? Okay, so remember that beacon I placed right there where the engines were? So I'm like not exactly southwest of that. I'm slightly right of that. So like that. That would be the heading from the back engines of the Aurora. And again, I'm out about 880 or so, well, 900 from this depth. But yeah, straight down from there, and you should run right into it. I'm like, hey, yeah, don't worry about it. You'll run right into it. I know how, like, lost you can get trying to find something that should be right there. Okay, I don't know if that's another water filtration machine. We don't have any goodies there, unfortunately. Oh, nowhere to go there. Nothing loose. Okay, now we got some options. We can break in, or we can go down the air duct. I'm going to go ahead and break in, because that takes time. Especially when you're not ready. Actually, Sunny, a few minutes ago, I went up to the surface and I showed like exactly what my orientation was to the Aurora. It's pretty much straight back off the rear engines. Like if the rear engines were firing, it would be in that direction that they were firing. I hope that helps you out a little bit better on direction. Okay, I don't know how deep I want to get into this thing. Let's see if there's a bunch more rabbit holes. If this is the end of the line, I'll just investigate this real quick. Wow, nowhere to go in here. Okay, check. Wow, this is like a whole bunch of nothing in here. That can't be right. Okay, there we go. Oh, grappling arm. That's another fun scan. One of two. Not to mention a PDA. What do we got? Docking bay repair module. I normally don't install that anymore, but it is a way to repair your Seamoth in your prawn suit while it's docked in the giant sub. Okay, so yeah, this was definitely a good room to find. I think that's pretty much all that's in here. We'll go ahead and get back out the way we came. Wow, man, there's electricity like everywhere here. Alright, definitely want to save that. Get right back in. And I guess we'll just continue going straight up for the air duct. Oh, wow, nothing in there. Okay. That's so funny. I didn't even see that air duct before, and I looked right at this. I was like, oh, no way in. Okay, pass. It was right there the whole time. Just to make sure I didn't miss anything, I like to go back through the entire wreckage the way I went. Because again, sometimes when you backtrack, see, perfect example, you see things you might have missed. I think I already got that chair. Oh, yeah. Okay, and that's just the way back out. I'm going to check that room out one more time here. Not that. Ow, dude, I did it again. Oh, look at that. I did miss that. Wow. I guess it threw me off because the other one was still sitting there, all glowing red like. Yeah, probably first aid kit time, Sonny. Good call. It's like Zelda, only I tend to forget I don't have fairies in this game, so I need to be in the habit of paying more attention to that. For sure. Okay, I can't get in there. What do we got hiding in the belly of the beast? Another PDA, it looks like. Repulsion cannon. Okay, that's another fun thing. Again, if you're new to the game, it might be worthwhile to craft one, play with it. Let's see if I can find the blueprint quick enough. Wait a minute. Is that what I just got? Propulsion? I thought I already had that. Okay, I'll have to rewatch the stream and see what I just got. I need to pay attention to my air. There's looks like another way to go here. So yeah, I'm definitely not done. So we need to go in through the 2 welds. And then air duct.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, man. Okay, weld number 1, weld number 2, air duct. And we got a T intersection. Okay, that's going to be disorientating. Okay, so far it's linear. Yeah, it looks like we got a whole another compartment here. See, I really got to give it to the Subnautica, the creators of this. I really feel like I'm in a no-kidding wreckage dive. Like, this is just really awesome. Okay, go ahead and see what we got going on there.
Integrating new PDA data.
Okay, I guess I can't quite squeeze in there. Always makes me wonder, is anything hiding? I guess I'm not going to find the second grappling arm. Okay, nothing going on there. That's kind of a disappointing compartment, actually. Check this out, though. Another way out, it looks like. Yep, I know exactly where I'm at. We've already been through here. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it, folks. I would say, you know, if you find something I didn't, please put it in comments below. Help other folks out. Wait, where's my thing? It's down here. What is that? Okay, guys, Cyclops. That thing is freaking awesome. Like, for those of you that don't know the game yet, you're in for a real treat with the Cyclops. Like, I am telling you, the first time, you know, I had no idea what I was doing. I just turned the game on and played it. But the first time I actually crafted one and I watched it being built and it dropped in the water, I was just, like, in shock. I was like, oh my god, I'm driving that? Like, it was just... Yeah, so I definitely don't want to talk too much more about that. You'll see it here in a bit. But definitely a really awesome thing to have. I'm trying to figure out if I think I need to go this way. I want to back up to 1,000 meters again and go more like to where that's northwest of my position. Or whatever. South, whatever. I'm all turned around now. So yeah, right about here, I guess. And then 1,000. Oh wow, he came up to say hello. Thought I heard something. Okay, and it says approximate. But normally these Lifepods aren't far off from where they tell you, so... Maybe I'll have better luck this time. There's a reef back. Curious. Okay, see, I'm hitting that same area now where there's the big drop off. So I'm assuming if it's around here, it's over here somewhere. Because, I mean, 200 meters, that is not very deep at all. And that really drops off. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. I'm going to go investigate that. Of course, it's the scanner room. Now it's my new long throw. Ouch! Okay, there it is right there. So yeah, it was close. We were not far off, and I really need to repair my poor little sub here. Hopefully everything stays away for a second. So I'm gonna go ahead and surface here just so you guys can kind of see where we're at. Not only that, you know, I want better orient. Ow, dude! Leg on my ego. That thing came up to surface with me. That's gonna kind of suck. Okay, so I'm like right behind the Aurora now. So yeah, it's a little bit left of northeast. So it's gonna be a little bit left of southwest. Like that would be the bearing there. Oh crap, that thing is just chewing on my sub. Go home, dude! So yeah, that really, the bearing was a little off. That's why I was not finding it. Okay, but there it is, guys. Now we got these sharks, and again, they're aggressive. So the name of the game here is going to be keeping an eye on that sea moth. Are they already after it? Yep. Ouch. Oh yeah, and they'll chew on you too. Don't get me wrong. They don't just like metal. They'll definitely chew on you. Oh, check that out, guys. Speaking of decorations, this is a really fun one. Inventory full! Man, now I feel like I'm playing Beat the Clock. Because I don't want my sea moth to explode. But yeah, that's a really fun thing to put down in your base. I think that's just a flare or something random. The cap, a lot of fun. Go ahead and grab the cap. I don't think you can pick those up. Go ahead and grab that PDA, of course.
Integrating new PDA data.
There's an Easter egg. Kind of funny, it disappeared when I scanned it. I wonder why. Maybe we have to rebuild it with our habitat tool. Okay, I need to get back out there and check on our sea moth. Ouch. What is it, full? Huh, I'll take it. Got some nodes around here. Ooh, what's that? Scrap. It's funny, the thing said lifeless area. Lifeless my butt, man. I'm getting my butt handed to me. There's life everywhere, and it all wants to kill me. Ugh. Alright. Probably a scan I've already gotten. No, salvage. Thought that was a chair for a second. Alright, I'm not seeing anything else around here. Let's get somewhere safe, shall we? Okay, yeah, so always take the time to go get your life pods, guys. You know what, I'm just going to leave that beacon there. That can be our, like, our Aurora rear end beacon, I guess, for lack of a better term. And normally I would recommend, you know, just scanning the ocean floor as you traverse. You'll come across just all sorts of stuff, guys. Wreckages. You just never know. Just loose stuff, you know. Sea life. Other types of scans. Resources. You just never know what you're going to run into. It looks like we got some more red grass biome over here. Nice. Speaking of wreckages, I don't know if I've already investigated this one. Man, shiny rocks! I just want to go home, man. But, you know, it might have something useful. And you don't know until you look. Shiny! Mongolian Independence. Okay, I'm not familiar with that one. Water? Nobody wants water. I guess you can't get after that one, whatever it is. I've been doing a lot of laser cutting. Sonny, you're asking, I wonder how many dupes there are of the fragments. I don't know the exact numbers, but a lot. They want to make sure you find everything. Now, there might be, you know, the rare Easter egg scans here and there. I don't know. I've never really Googled that. But, you know, that might be worth asking Google, you know, in Subnautica, if there's any scans that are considered rare or maybe only one time or one location. Because, you know, there may be one that I haven't found yet just because of that. So, yeah, that would be interesting to know. Huh, I just went around in a giant circle. Interesting. Wait, how did I go around in a giant circle? What just happened? Are there two inlets here? There's one. Whoa. Did I just have a Scooby-Doo moment where, like, you run in the door and you keep winding up in the hallway? How did I get flipped? Oh, I see. It's just simply taking... Okay, so it's another way into the back room besides having to cut your way in. Now I get it. Wow, that really threw me there for a second. It's usually the simpler setups that throw you off more. Let's see what we got laying around loose, and then I'll go ahead and turn off the shiny rock syndrome for a moment. Okay, I see something glowing over there. I'll go back here in a second and check out what that is. Sometimes, you know, these PDAs will be laying out in the open on the ground. It looks like just my headlights. Bummer. Scanner room! Boo! Scanner room, scanner room. Yep, long throw! Couldn't find it to save my life, and now I'm never going to stop finding it. But again, red biome, guys. Red biome. And check it out. Perfect freaking timing for a radio transmission. Whoa, what was that? Okay, natural archway. My sub is at risk. That was putting it gently. My sub was about to get trashed. It got close. I think I was down to like 35% or something. Yeah, that's not a comfortable feeling. Oh, Sonny! I totally meant to ask. Did you ever find your abandoned sub? And define, not abandoned or whatever, you said that you were missing a sub. It was lost in the open ocean. So define lost in the open ocean. Like, I guess I could have just asked you in the comments, but I thought it would be more fun to ask you here. Oh, you got it back. Awesome sauce. Yeah, so the most sea moths I've had to craft in any one playthrough was 3. I lost one to that glitch, you know, where it got stuck in the ground at the island. That really irritated me. And then I lost one at that Leviathan I told you guys about already, that story. And then the third time, I really didn't consider it my fault. I got stuck in a cave, and I couldn't get turned around and backed out. And the thing just kept bouncing around in there, and it exploded. And then I watched all my loot just fall on the ground. I was very sad. So yes, that is the most sea moths I've ever crafted in one game. The number 4, the initial one, and then the 3 I lost. Awesome stuff. Alright. Radio message.
Aurora, we're approaching the...
Here it is, guys. Okay, so it's a 40-minute timer. So guys, yeah, perfect freaking timing to go ahead and cut the stream here tonight. It is definitely well into the Sabbath.
Should be able to establish...
Anyway, so, yeah, perfect.
We're coming in to get you. Cross your fingers, the weather holds. Don't leave us waiting. Sunbeam out.
So now, before I actually, you know, cut the stream... Hi, all by the way. I'm going to just... Actually, I don't need to download. Actually... Yeah, I do need to download, which means I need to build more locker space. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I keep pushing the wrong button. Hiccups. See if I can get right here. Yeah, I do want to download, and I do actually want to go and show you guys the site. And then that's where I'm going to cut it. And then I'll just kind of let you watch, you know, your own cutscene there when you get to that point in your own game. Because it's really, like... It's going to smack you in the face. Like I said, they did not spare any expense on this game when it came to the storyline and the cutscene stuff. Definitely one of my favorite games of all time. But if you're like super immersed into the game by now and you really feel like you're surviving and you're like, oh my god, my rescue ship is coming and you just can't wait to get there. Yeah, you're in for a real treat. What am I doing right now? Definitely need more locker space. Good a place as any, I suppose. Yeah, the fun stuff, guys. There's more to come, too. When we raid that Aurora, lots of fun stuff to be able to put down in your base just like that. Alright, let's go ahead and get this titanium stored, because again, I know I'm going to be using it. Definitely worth putting that somewhere safe. Any pre-craft stuff? No. And... well, that's going to start filling up awful fast, too. Because especially when I raid that Aurora, I'm going to fill up like a whole nother locker. Posters out the yin-yang. So much fun. Oh, speaking of posters, I can at least show you guys, like, what's to come. Why not? And it's kind of picky on where these things are allowed to go. In fact, I might have to find, like... yeah, nice open wall there. Yeah, I really love little details like this in video games, and Subnautica has a lot of this kind of stuff, guys. Love those types of details. Got a movie poster there going on. Alright, what was I doing again? Downloading. So yeah, definitely go to the island with empty pockets. Foot stomp. Empty pockets. So much stuff to get on that island, guys. You can actually completely fill up this inventory with nothing but lithium. And then you still don't even have it all. And we're going to be going through some lithium in the game. So definitely get some lithium. There's diamonds, just resource rich. So yeah, definitely want to come out here with empty pockets. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to go ahead and store that radiation helmet somewhere. Just to give myself the extra wiggle room there. Okay, that's awful full. Gold and silver, check, check. Oh, yep, there they are. Awesome. Okay, and I definitely need to get those masks put somewhere. I might have to build another locker just for the mask. Oh, no, we're good. I'll have to remember I put it there, though. Okay, guys, before you, anytime you embark on a journey, always put a hard save down. You know, with nice empty pockets, nice little save point. And let's do this thing. Let's go to the island, and oh, there we go, falling in the water again. And we should have a beacon for this.
All systems online.
So let's go ahead and turn off that beacon for now. Okay, that's dry land. We don't need that one anymore. Lifepod, Lifepod, Lifepod. What, did I pass it? Okay, now if I know for a fact there's a quest marker for this one. But I am not seeing it. Oh, okay, that's right. This one... ooh, that's smarted. Please excuse our mess while we redecorate. So yeah, that's what you're looking for right there. So you're not going to see it in your beacons, unfortunately. I don't know why. I guess because it's a game-prompted beacon. But, yeah, so that beacon is kind of telling you where to go to meet your rescue. So yeah, you want to go there. So yeah, go. But again, there's a lot of stuff there, guys. It's just very, very resource-rich. And again, I'm not going to show what happens here. That's definitely something for y'all to experience on your own. So what I'm going to do is get parked here. And Sunny, thank you for mentioning this in comments, by the way, because honestly, I thought this was a glitch that had been fixed a long time ago. So I was really kind of like taken back a step when you said that your sea moth glitched out there on the shoreline. I did the exact same thing. Like, I was afraid to leave it in the open water, so of course I wanted to park it on the beach. Like, it made total sense. So why that's a problem in the first place is beyond me. I thought they did a pretty good job with this game overall with glitch prevention, but that one's kind of a fail. But anyway, again, I thought they fixed this in some patch. But, uh-oh. Chat disconnected, chat reconnected. Okay. Whew. So yeah. Just wanted to kind of foot stomp this one too before I let y'all go. This is where we need to go, but don't park your sea moth up here on land. Keep it out away from any kind of landmass, any kind of, like this is probably a good safe spot right here. You can go ahead and surface it, stay close to land too, because again, this is Leviathan territory. Right out here where it drops off. Definitely Leviathan territory. So, you'll probably want to surface, be close to surface and somewhat close to land. But definitely not within arm's reach of touching land. Because even if it's close, like mine was parked here. I wasn't even touching the beach. Like, I just had it kind of like parked over the beach. And it glitched out and it would not move. So unless you want to build yourself another sea moth, heed my words, young Padawans. Yeah, Sunny can definitely attest to the sadness of that reality. So anyway, guys, this is where you need to go to catch your rescue ship. So you're going to want to be standing here. And it's going to be coming in from probably about this direction, about where that alien structure is. So you're going to want to, just... Actually, if you're keeping an eye on the alien building, and you're looking up kind of to the left of that, I think, you'll see it pop in through the atmosphere there and come on down. Now, the only bad thing about this area is I wouldn't just, you can't pause the game. The timer won't tick down. So you've just kind of got to wait the timer out. Feel free to loot a little bit, but make sure you're back at that quest marker spot when the time comes and you're looking over there toward that alien building. But again, you don't just want to put the controller down here and go off for 30 minutes and do the dishes or something. And if you're going to do that, put a hard save down. But reason being is there's a lot of crabs that like to come up on land here. They're jumping around. They'll come up and, chew on you. And over time that'll eventually kill you. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment. That is always appreciated. And as always, until the next time, best of luck and happy hunting. Okay, just want to, before I actually cut stream here, I want to catch up with you, Sonny. I hope my chat window is still connected, because it still says disconnected. Which I don't get, because I've got good strong internet signal right now. Lost it hunting for super deep pool fragments. Gotcha. Yep, I do that frequently. And sometimes I'm looking around for that sea moth and it's right there. Right there. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. But yeah, it definitely happens. You are not alone. Somehow when I surfaced, I was very close to one. Okay, yep. Yeah, so what I would do in that case is if that other sea moth is just, lost forever to the gods of glitches, you can bounce into your blue or beacon manager tab there, and both of your sea moths should be populated in here somewhere in this list. So then, you can just shut one of them off depending on which one you don't want to pop up on your screen anymore. And then when you do see the sea moth icon, that's the sea moth you want. So yeah, I had to do that in that case. All right, good stuff, Sonny. Thanks for sharing. Definitely helps me feel like I'm not alone either, so. Yeah, cool posters indeed. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, guys, I definitely need to go. I am way past dinner o'clock. Like, there's a rumbling in my tumbly. But definitely appreciated hanging out with y'all tonight for sure. And guys, we'll catch you tomorrow night, Saturday night at the same time. That's going to be a fun one. We are going to be raiding the Aurora. Definitely have my toes wiggling for that. Not only that, I want to get that Cyclops built. Matter of fact, I might build the Cyclops to go on my Aurora raid. That way we have a mobile base and I can, go back and forth, download, loot. Because there's always more in there than you can take out. Always more in there than you can carry. So I oftentimes end up going back in there more than once, sadly. But if we've got the Cyclops, we might be good. All right, guys, thanks again. Definitely hope you all have an awesome Saturday night. Hope you have an awesome 7th day of rest tomorrow, and we'll see y'all tomorrow night. Peace out, y'all.